Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival Press Conference 2021. I'm Camille Ann Lynch-Griffith, Outreach Coordinator and General Administration for FilmCo, organizers of the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. We have a packed program where we will highlight the films, workshops, panels, and presentations, which are all online this year. We will hear from our opening night film directors and, of course, our proud sponsors, whom this year's festival would not be possible. Without further ado, here is the ttff 21 trailer. That was edited in-house by Soraya Muchan, our technical coordinator with FilmCo. Next on the agenda is Mariel Brown, Interim Executive Director of FilmCo, and she's going to tell us the new things that are happening within the TTFS, as well as our online events and how everything will work.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us again online. It is our second online press conference. As you're all aware, the pandemic continues to plague us, and I meant that pun. And so at the film festival and with FilmCo, we have continued to try to find innovative ways to reach you, our audiences, and to bring filmmakers and films to you, and to bring filmmakers together. And so we are so pleased to be able to present our online film festival again this year. So the festival will run from the 22nd to the 28th of September, and the opening night films will be shown on the 21st of September. All right, so I have a couple of things that I would like to share with you that we are working on and that's new for this year's festival. So we have 120 plus films this year, and everything will be screened online, and our industry events will be held online as well. Our industry events are either free, and those will be shown live on Facebook Live and YouTube Live on the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival channels, or the paid for ticketed industry events you'll receive Zoom links for those, and those will happen online as well. The great news is what that means is that you can join us from anywhere in the world for our industry events, and we really invite our Caribbean neighbors, our Caribbean fellow filmmakers to join us for this year's film festival. As I say, wherever you are, we'd be happy to have you, and we welcome you. All right, so all the films will be streamed online at ttfilmfestival.com. In fact, ttfilmfestival.com is the portal for our entire film festival this year. So I am just going to take you through the film website to kind of give you a quick introduction of how it all works. All right, so you're going to ttfilmfestival.com, and on the home page, you'll see our brand spanking new trailer, which Soraya edited, and you'll see our industry events. Feel free to scroll through, click on the industry events and scroll through to see what we've got on offer. In most cases, you have to register in advance or pay for your ticket in advance. So I do suggest you go through that process soon. Then if you scroll down on the homepage, you will see that there's this wonderful sort of little calendar here in September. Our opening night is the 21st. But if you click on each of the days, you'll see what films are showing that day. And so how it works is every day we release new films to the TTFF website, and those films will be available on that day and for 24 hours after you start streaming. Okay, so by all means, go through our calendar, click through the days, and mark up and decide what films you want to watch. So let's say I've decided I want to watch The Ghost of Hinking Estate, directed by Horace Ove. I can click on that link, and then a page opens up inviting me to pre-order. So then I just fill in the information. I go through the process of registering an account, and then I can add my credit card information, and everything gets stored on my account to be watched on the day it premieres. Okay. For those of you who don't have credit cards, because let's face it, lots of people in Trinidad don't use credit cards, we have lots of other payment options. You can do online bank transfers. You can do come into our office and pay via cash or with credit card or your Lynx card for the tickets. We're offering a special pass this year, which is 5 films for the cost of 4. So that's super exciting. We invite you to buy a few passes. It's a great way to see more films, more bang for your buck. So if you want to come into the office, as I say, you can pay via cash, Lynx, or credit card, and via online transfer. And all we do is we email the coupon codes to you for you to watch the films on the days they premiere. Okay. Now, if you go back onto our homepage, you can get a chance to download the TTFF 21 guide. You just go through and you download, and I'm so thrilled that we're working with the brilliant Barbadian artist Sheena Rose this year. She's our festival artist, and her artwork is on the poster and on the festival guide. Then you can also buy merchandise. The TTFF 21 web merchandise is available on our website. It's also available on our Facebook page and at our physical office if you wanted to come in and buy something. And then, of course, through the buy tickets, if you click on buy tickets, you can see all the films that are showing. And again, click on a film you want to see. You can read the synopsis and then, place your order. Yeah. So we hope that we have found a way to make the whole process as integrated and straightforward for you as we possibly can. So that's the TTFF website. Take a minute, take 5 minutes, and really kind of go through and have a look at all the interesting things we have on offer. Okay, and we're also launching a brand new initiative today, which is called the TTFF Members Club. It is an annual subscription fee for members, and you receive various benefits depending on what level of membership you have. So beginner level is $200 a year, and that entitles you to 6 film coupons for online screenings, as well as a TTFF button. And then our next level of membership is the TTFF Member Plus, which is $325 a year. And again, that entitles you to 6 film coupons for online screenings, a button, a TTFF t-shirt, and a coupon for the opening night screening. So if you get your TTFF member passes now, those will allow you to watch films during the film festival. And if you become a TTFF member plus, you'll also be able to watch the opening night film as well. So those coupons can be used for this year's festival. So I encourage you to become a TTFF member and really help support the work of our filmmakers and of the film festival. We need your help. And finally, I would like to talk about something I'm really, really proud we're doing this year, and that is a retrospective of Trinidad and Tobago filmmaker Horace Ove's work. Horace is probably the most important filmmaker to have ever emerged from Trinidad and Tobago. And so in honor of this, the film festival is actually showing 6 of his films this year. 1 film a night for 6 nights during the film festival. Again, those will be available online. And I really encourage you to take this opportunity to watch the work of Horace. It's a real gift, I think. That's it for me for now. So I look forward to having you guys join us for this year's film festival. Everything is available now. Go online, get your tickets for the screenings, get your tickets for industry events, and join us for the film festival. Thanks so much, guys.
So obviously, we have 120 films this year, and Dr. Bruce Paddington, who is the founder of the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival, is going to give us some programming highlights, films that you definitely need to check out. I mean, we want you to check out all, but he's going to talk about those that really stood out to him and will make an impact within the festival. So, Dr. Bruce Paddington, take it away.
Wendy Nanan is the title of a short film about a Trinidad and Tobago artist. It is directed by Andit Gosain with a well-written voiceover. Her work focuses on the multiracial society in which she lives. Nanan was trained in England and has been exhibiting her work internationally since 1985. She works in various media, including painting, printmaking, and sculpture. The film is a sensitive portrait of a Trinidad artist. A Passy for Romeo is a short documentary directed by Keone Wright. The film is from Suriname and is Romeo's story as a Maroon who fought against the government, but now he's an environmentalist dedicated to preserving the culture of his Maroon people. Africa Redemption, the life and legacy of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, one of Jamaica's national heroes. The film is directed by Roy Anderson and is a detailed account of Garvey's life and influences using readings, interviews, and archives. Murphy's Law, from the Barbadian director Volney Smith. This comedy features a 48-hour film competition with a nagging director and an actor who doesn't follow instructions. Murphy's Law, a great title for a funny film. Love in Seven Movements, a short narrative directed by Juliet Macaulay from Trinidad and Tobago. This was filmed during the pandemic and has some great acting. Even Woody Allen would be impressed. Steel Pan Now, notes on Where Pan Gone. It follows several musicians, composers, pan makers, and arrangers of various backgrounds across several cities in the USA. It seems this is where Pan has gone. Atadi, directed by Selwyn de Wind of Curaçao. Atadi is the name of one of the famous songs of Rudy Platt. Rudy is a national icon and has composed and sung many popular Curaçao songs. He is a colorful character who at one stage opened a supermarket. Rudy is to Curaçao music what Sparrow is to Calypso. Perfumes de Gardenias, directed by Maca Colon from Puerto Rico. This narrative feature film is very well acted, focusing on old people who get together to decorate the church for the funerals of their friends. All seems well, but the friends seem to be dying very quickly. You must wait for the ending. Variety from Canada, a well-researched and scripted expose of the consumer society in which we live. It includes many personal stories of such environmental issues as the use of so much plastic in our homes. These are important messages for the future of our planet. La Dama Blanca, Curaçao, an old lady and her servant are filmed in one location in a house in Curaçao. The man wants to be an actor, while the old lady misses her husband. Despite only having one location, the good acting and camera work keeps one's interest. Party Done by Ian Harnrine focuses on the work of Ian Allain, a very popular television host who investigates crime after crime, often through tips he receives from the general public. Ian Allain is a controversial character, and this film is due to be equally controversial. Is he a hero, or does he exploit those affected by crime?
So we'll move on to the opening night films. We have Andreas Farias. I hope I said that properly. He's a film director of Candela. Candela. And then we have Raul Abner Samra, who is the writer for Mano Santa. And they're going to just talk a little bit about their films and what to expect at the opening night for Film Festival, which happens to be on the 21st of September.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited to be here. I'm really grateful to be here. And I'm really happy to, at last, being able to share my film that we shot like back in 2018 or something like that. Like to share it with the people. So yeah, I'm really, really, really happy, and to be selected for like the opening night. It's a really like honor, to be honest. So thank you very much.
Well, first of all, thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you for the festival for having us and choosing Mano Santa as part of the opening night program. I am super excited and super honored to also be part of the opening night with Andres Farias, a friend. We've been together in several labs, and I'm super excited to see his first feature. And I am very happy to be part of the festival that highlights a lot of our Caribbean identities and narratives. I think it's very, very important for these spaces to continue, even though it is very difficult right now because we're in the midst of a pandemic that's been more than a year. But I'm very excited, and I speak for all of the cast and crew behind the project that we're able to show this short film, midst of it all, and that we're able to share our stories from Puerto Rico from a different perspective, and without giving a lot of spoilers, because I want people to actually go and watch it on the opening night of the festival. Mano Santa is a short film that it's all about the sensitivity and the power of love. And we followed the story of Pablito, a teenager who runs away from his home and goes visits his grandfather in the countryside of Puerto Rico. And Don Isidoro, the grandfather, is the town's healer, and through sharing routines with his grandson, actually finds out the real reason why he ran away. And as the writer of the story, I am very excited that we're able to share this, and I hope that people connect, because throughout the film we actually find the real reason why he leaves his home, and we understand that sometimes the best thing we can do to accept the things that we can't change is to just love unconditionally. And I'm very happy to be and honored to be part of this program. So thank you, and I hope to see everybody there.
Thank you so much, Raul. We really appreciate that you and Andreas are so happy to be a part of the ttff this year and our opening night films. We're going to go over to Tini Noado, who is our education coordinator at Filmco, and she's going to give us the industry program highlights. Take it away, Tini.
Thank you, Camille, and good morning, everyone. So I'm just going to dive right in and speak to you a little bit about what to expect for this year's industry events taking place during the festival. So as usual, we have a full slate of industry events, but this year we have more than doubled our number from 2020, offering a whopping 21 events total. So we are immensely grateful to all our industry sponsors and partners this year, as none of this would be possible without them. The National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago, Republic Bank Limited, Shell Trinidad and Tobago Limited, and the US Embassy Port of Spain. To touch on some highlights from this year, I'll start off with our TTFF talks. We have 2 free, in-depth, and insightful one-on-one talks with creative masters. One is with 3-time Emmy-nominated Canadian filmmaker and artist Michelle Stevenson, and the other with visual artist, filmmaker, and curator Zach Ovey. Now, Zach is the eldest son of filmmaker Horace Ovey and is also actively involved in documenting and preserving his father's legacy. Horace, who's Trinidadian born for those unaware, is internationally known as one of the leading Black independent filmmakers to emerge in Britain in the post-war period. And really, this is an understatement of his accomplishments, which is why we're also doing the Horror Survey retrospective this year that Marielle spoke about earlier. We also have multiple masterclasses like documentary editing with Emmy and American Cinema Editors Eddie-nominated documentary editor Carla Gutierrez. And insightful workshops like using screenwriting competitions to break in with Chicago-based Black feminist screenwriter, filmmaker, and actor, Kira Jones, who's currently a staff writer on the Hulu series Woke and the upcoming ABC series Queens. She also has Trinidadian roots, I might add. And this year, we're also launching a new discussion series called Ask the Veterans, an open all-access pass to drill experienced film industry professionals on all aspects of their work. Our two veterans this year are three-time Emmy-nominated composer Miriam Cutler and producer and strategic publicist Kathleen McInnes. And in addition, we have our panels and presentations where industry professionals and creative minds from across the region share their insights on various projects. So aside from the usual narrative, documentary, and new media panels, which will be filled with selected filmmakers from this year's film festival, we've also included other stimulating topics like understanding risk in filmmaking, the Caribbean gaze, authenticity versus universality, cultural appropriation in the Caribbean space, and misogyny and the male gaze, always a hot topic. All our industry events will be held either online, via Zoom for paid events, or via Facebook and YouTube for free events, although we do have a couple exceptions to the rule. So our full industry listing can be found at ttfilmfestival.com. Registration details, facilitator bios are all included on the website. Some events are limited, so participants will want to register early, and some registrations actually close this week. On the website, you will also find some exciting discounts for filmmakers, students, and film co members, and the links to all of the events. So that concludes the highlights for industry events. Now I will just hand it right back over to Camille.
Thank you, Tennille. Thank you so much for that. I'm so sorry if you're hearing background noise. There's some trucks passing right now. We can go on to having our first sponsor remarks, which is from Lisa Burkett, who is the manager of corporate communications at National Gas Company, NGC, who is our leading sponsor for this year's TTFF.
Hello, everybody. NGC is excited to be a partner in this year's film festival. Now in our 13th year of partnership with the TTFF, we at NGC have long understood and appreciated the need to support the local and regional film industry. Our films tell our stories. They support livelihoods and add value to our economy. They package our culture into a commodity we can share. We are extremely proud of the groundbreaking work the TTFF has done since its inception to promote and preserve our local culture, and to give our storytellers and creative visionaries a platform to be seen and heard. In recent years, NGC's support of the TTFF and other impactful arts and culture initiatives has assumed a new dimension of importance. Although not explicitly named among the UN Sustainable Development Goals, the preservation of culture is necessary if we are to succeed in building a sustainable future for our planet. This is because the tangible products and intangible values and customs that comprise a culture can support the achievement of many targets under the SDG framework. For example, cultural artifacts can be a source of decent work and economic growth. Protected heritage sites can form the basis for conservation and sustainable communities. The arts can provide a platform to address inequalities and spotlight issues that need urgent attention. In this context, we are strengthened in our conviction that investment in the TTFF and our local film industry is an investment in a more resilient and sustainable future for our nation. The past year has been challenging on so many fronts, but we are pleased to see how well the TTFF has pivoted in response to the pandemic. The Watch a Movie on Us initiative was a timely and welcome diversion, received with gratitude by homebound movie and culture enthusiasts. The campaign allowed the TTFF to bring local films to thousands of screens, and we are confident that the audience and appetite for local stories have and will continue to grow as a result. We at NGC look forward to the 2021 edition of the Film Festival, which promises movies and masterclasses, workshops, and panel discussions, all online. We wish the TTFF team the best of luck in the delivery of this virtual festival, and we invite all of Trinidad and Tobago to tune in and show some love for our local talent and culture. I thank you very much.
Well, we are pressing on, and we are going to have one of our leading sponsors from Shell Trinidad and Tobago Limited. We're going to have Kelly Marie Patel, who is the External Relations Advisor, to give us a few words about the TTFF this year.
Thank you, Camille, and good morning to everyone, and thank you for having me today. So this year will actually mark the third year of our sponsorship of the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. And we are truly proud to be here alongside Filmco and our fellow sponsors, NGC, Republic Bank, and others. At Shell Trinidad and Tobago, we have a rich legacy in country as an energy company that has been here for over 100 years. So what better way to continue to preserve that legacy than by investing in the arts, inspiring our younger generations, and contributing to economic diversification. By partnering with the TTFF, we are investing in our local arts and film industry, just as we continue to support our local culture through our partnership with the Shell Invaders. We believe that our arts and culture can enrich and promote sustainable development. They also encourage investment, tourism, and economic activity, and they increase our well-being, which we all know. It is really undeniable to say that our arts and cultural activities are part of and are for the whole community. Through the TTFF, our local and regional filmmakers can continue to shine the spotlight on national and global issues and really truly have an impact on our societies. With the free industry workshops and open panels, the TTFF is truly seeking to inspire our younger generation by offering opportunities for career exposure. Another reason we continue to support the arts is because of a strong connection to STEM education. We have been investing in STEM education here in Trinidad and Tobago for over a decade, and we recognize that there is value in the arts. And that's why we have actually included the arts and research in partnership with the Ministry of Education in our STEM program, which is now known as STREAM Education. The connection to the arts is also obvious for anyone who has ever worked in a traditional STEM career. From our electrical engineers to our geoscientists, we know that building great things and solving real-world problems requires a measure of creativity. And on the flip side, more and more artists and filmmakers like yourselves are incorporating technological tools and scientific processes to their own art. The competencies that comprise arts learning are critical to solving the complex and ever-evolving needs facing our workforce today and in the future. So through partnerships like this, with the TTFF industry events, we can continue to expose our younger generations to these skills. And when we partnered with Filmco, we did so to stimulate the creativity and innovation of our youth. And we are very excited by this opportunity to continue to help shape our bright young minds. There's no doubt that the film industry has been impacted by the pandemic across the globe. And that's why now more than ever, it's so important for us at Shell to continue to support the industry through partnerships like this. We understand and acknowledge the important role that the industry has to play in contributing to our own local economic diversification. And it's incredibly exciting to have such an impressive cadre of filmmakers, writers, and directors participate in this year's festival. And it would be remiss of me to not say that it has truly been inspiring to witness the passion and dedication of the Filmco team in managing to pivot with the annual film festival since last year. So to Filmco, I congratulate you and I salute you for your continued drive and commitment to the sector. And to the wider team, best of luck on your features, and I can't wait to see the films. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kelly Marie Patel. We really appreciated those kind words, and we are working very hard behind the scenes to bring this film festival to life. I mean, we've had to deal with the fact that this is the second year that we're all online, but we made sure to push through so that we would give a platform to Caribbean filmmakers. So we thank you so much for your leading sponsorship and for always supporting the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. We're hoping to get some questions, but we don't have any. So I have to believe that we gave everybody all the information that they wanted. They know what opening night shows that we have, which would be obviously Candela, Mano Santo. You know the date of the opening night, which is the 21st of September. You know the official date for the film festival is the 22nd to the 28th. Any information that you want to know is going to be online at ttfilmfestival.com, or you can follow us at ttfilmfestival on all our platforms. Nobody else will want to ask any other questions? So since that's the case, I want to thank everybody that was able to participate by either watching or had a hand in presenting in the agenda. We really appreciate all of your support and agreeing to participate in the press conference. We want to say special thanks to our signature sponsor, National Gas Company, our leading sponsors, Shell Trinidad and Tobago and Republic Bank Limited, contributing sponsor, National Lotteries and Control Board, and to our programming partners, which would be U.S. Embassy, Embassy of Mexico, Film TT, and obviously Filmco, who's the organizers. We really want to thank everybody for always supporting Trinidad and Tobago's Film Festival, and we hope that y'all watch us or watch me. And we're all online, and this is TTFF 2021, and you hope that you stay tuned and you buy tickets, you come into the office, you buy merchandise, and you support filmmakers in the Caribbean diaspora because they are telling our stories, and these stories look like us. Thank you so much, and see you guys online. Bye.